Alright, so yeah, welcome back to Final Fantasy VII. Is that louder for real? I want, like, actual answers. When last we left off, I was getting beta from the nerd over here. There he is. And, I want to go back and do a little bit of chocoboing. Not a lot of chocoboing, but a little bit of chocoboing. And let me just double check something really quick. So yeah, again, sorry when I alt-tab and things go quiet. I will fill it with my voice. Do 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 do. All right. Go loot the snake. I've already looted the snake. Oh, darn. I wanted to dodge him. He's so annoying, Reed. Alright, what I should really do is come back in here with Tifa having her limit break ready and then just murder the shit out of the snake. It'll make life so much easier if I do it that way, so... Give me a moment. Yeah, we're still doing a little bit of side quest stuff, not a whole lot. But, as I had said before, now's one of the better times in the earlier game to do a little bit of this stuff. And I do want to do just a little bit chocoboing. Not a lot. I happen to have 74,000 gil after doing this, so I have money to spend. Oh, he doesn't have enemy skill on. Whoops. What is Cloud wielding? A sword. That's what we typically call a sword. I can double check what weapon specifically is. It is the Force Eater. It has double growth on anything that is equipped, any materia equipped on it. That's why he has it. Also, it's overall not bad. It's decent. Come on, give me the dragon so that I can shoot some flamethrowers at Tifa's face. Hey, perfect. That's what I'm looking for. Hey, good job. And an ether. Remember, chat, when you can dab, you can do anything. It gives you the power. The power, chat. Building up a little bit slower than I thought it would, I'll be quite honest with you, but that's because we've leveled up a bit, so we are taking less damage, and thus our limit break is building slower. Oh well. So, hey chat, I got a question for you. How many of you guys are going to give Game Freak a pass on their Pokemon thing, since we're currently using Flygon to use Flamethrower on Tifa right now? Because I've seen a lot of people defending Game Freak and saying it's out of their hands or this or that. And personally, I don't think that they should get a pass on this. I'm just trying to gauge how many people feel similar or different. Combination of the animation quality, the model quality, the world building, the visual quality, and the Pokédex thing. You know, not having the national dex. Oh, well, it's time for him to die then. Yeah, but those animations on the Chinese bootleg still took more effort for the Chinese guys to implement properly than the effort it takes to make your model hop once and put a hit spark on it. Charity Court's news bulletin. Yes, in the Chinese bootleg, there's something like 60 to 70 Pokemon, and each one only has 2 moves. But each of their moves looks really good. Which, for a turn-based battle, you think that would be the bare minimum, right? Is to try and make the moves look at least decently good. I mean, look at what we're doing in Final Fantasy VII move-wise. It is, in a lot of cases, more impressive than what modern-day Pokemon does. Like, look at my characters actually take hits from attacks that have animations and stuff, and run forward and do stuff. Why is this game from 1997 more visually involved than a game coming out in 2019, you know? No, we're playing the game legit. We're not even on Disc 2 yet. We haven't gotten to Disc 2 yet, silly. And another big thing that I can't forgive Game Freak for, a lot of people are saying, Well, it seems that the models couldn't be transferred over from the creation for the 3DS to the Switch, and that is some bullshit. That means one of two things. Either one, they're lying to you and saying they can't do it in order to try and push, I guess Pokemon Home will have a subscription service more than likely, kind of like Pokemon Bank does. And two, they're very incompetent in their programming capabilities and whatnot. That doesn't matter, Hajisk. A whole new engine doesn't matter at all for a model transfer. If you can't, if you've never worked with models and whatnot, they're made in a completely separate program, and then you transfer them from that program over. And the only possible way there could be an issue with that is some sort of half-baked, self-made, put-in programming that fucks with it. Tifa's bust doesn't necessarily seem reduced. She just is wearing a sports bra. It'll be very telling when we get the scene of her setting up with Don Corneo. But yeah, back to the Pokemon thing. Let's say, for example, there is some sort of issue with their models, and no one on the planet could possibly fix whatever programming thing is preventing the models from being able to transfer and be used on the Switch. Alright, let's say that that is true. Why the hell would they make a one-for-one recreation of low-quality animations that people have been complaining about for a while, instead of taking the regional decks and making great animations for it, and telling people, hey guys, look, there's issues that's happening and we're working on it, but look at this cool new stuff. Why instead are they doing one-for-one remakes of animations where Charizard is shooting a flamethrower from his shoulder instead of his mouth, for example? Hey Sony, what's up? How you doing? Bro, wow. Like, again, I'm willing to allow for issues to go down during development. They do. That's just how game dev stuff works. There's going to be issues. But why are some of the issues super preventable and capable of being bypassed, but still issues? Hi, Air. I still 1,000. There's just too much evidence of Pokemon taking insane shortcuts. That wind up lowering the quality of everything by a lot. Alright, I fucked this fight up. I'm gonna reload it. I fucked it up mainly with Tifa's limit break and only hitting 3 of the hits. That's why I saved right before doing it. Hooray! Catering to a younger audience doesn't mean that you need to or should be allowed to provide an inferior product. There we go. Alright, he's so dead. That didn't dolphin punch him? Why didn't that dolphin punch him? I wonder. Weird. Oh well. Mother... Ah! Yeah, that's not catering to OG players or anything. That's just not providing quality to their players. Lowering their quality for no good reason. Get out of there. Get out of that cove. Go on. Go on, get. Go on, get yourself out of here. Be cool if they added challenge modes and stuff like Nuzlocke to it. You mean like Pokemon fan games do? That's probably the biggest reason why I'm having such issues with it, is they're actively removing features that used to be in games, while fan games are taking those features and then adding more to them. How come fan games can get it done, but Game Freak can't? That seems like a problem in my eyes. You know what I mean? Talk to me, Chocoboo. Talk to me. Wait. Look at the dancing chocoboos. Quay! Obtained the chocobo materia. So yeah, I forgot to do that early on in the playthrough. Earlier there was someone head toward the wood right. Blah 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 blah. Yeah. I want to take a nap. 100 gil a night's pretty good. Yeah, chat, did you see any of the stuff that was data mined in previous Pokemon games of really poor programming practices? If you didn't, let's take an example from Sun and Moon, which is the most recent one. Apparently, Lily, every single area that Lily appears in has its own special Lily model with its own textures instead of just having a reference call to one model. And she's not the only NPC like that, but she is the most prominent one as she appears a lot in the game. But every single different area, even a transition as simple as, let's say, from here to inside of a building, is a completely different Lily model from the one before. That seems really unoptimized. Like, it'll work, but that seems really unoptimized for a game that's large. Like, that's not padding a game or anything. That's just... The only reason I could possibly think to program it like that is it makes loading in the area easier and simpler by not doing a call reference and instead having just a special model for it. But it also bloats the shit out of the size of the game and whatnot, and unoptimizes it in a lot of ways. Sounds like a holdover from the sprite-based games? Yeah, it does, doesn't it? I feel like Game Freak escaped... I don't know if you guys remember, but back in, like, 2007 to 13-ish or so, a lot of Japanese companies had a big falling out because they weren't set up for proper HD game production compared to the Western companies. So a lot of them had this massive, just insane amount of money and restructuring and everything they had to do in order to catch up to everything. And I feel like Game Freak escaped that because they had sprites and whatnot and were just handheld stuff. But now it's coming back to bite them in the butt because I don't think a lot of their programmers know how to work with 3D models properly. And it shows. It shows when people dive into their programming practices, especially. And hey, thank you very much, Gray Fox, for showing up, and I'll see you later. There. We'll have some extra greens for a little bit. Can I not buy a stable yet? I really thought that I could come back here and buy a stable. But I guess not. Guess I have to get later into the game before I'm allowed to own chocobos properly. That's unfortunate. Hi, Ari Squared. What's up? I don't think I buy it from the old man. I think I buy it from the kid. Yeah. When there are no chocobos in the pen, you buy them from the old man? Really? I'm almost positive you bought them from the kid. I'm pretty sure I can't buy any stables right now, considering I wasn't offered to. Which is unfortunate. I talked to everyone. And yeah. Is the old man? Oh well. We'll just have to come back later. Alright, in the meantime, I'll just grab a chocobo across the swamp, and we'll continue on our journey. Hey look, a chocobo. Magic, please. Oh, come on. I got screwed. Free. Oh, wow, no. Oh, wow, no, down, down, down. Oh, that wasn't enough? Well, bye, Chocobo. I can lock the Chocobo into battle by throwing a Gishal Greens at it, but I shouldn't need to. I should be honestly one-shotting most enemies here. Here. Oh, well, too late now. Dude, I feel like the 60 FPS really fucks over my ability to grab Chocobos. Because the, Chocobos are not supposed to leave nearly as fast as they are right now. I guess that's something that was not taken into the mod. They didn't think about the Chocobo capturing. They do not leave that fast on non-modded. I have played Final Fantasy VII before. They don't leave nearly that fast. Oh well. It's fine. Come with me, Chocobo. I like how it looks like a white Chocobo for some reason, despite being a normal Chocobo. Alright. Later, nerd. It's not like I would have gotten a great Chocobo or anything. I just wanted one for gold saucer purposes for funsies. When do you unlock the airship? A ways off from now. We still have to get the tiny Bronco first. Oh, hey, it's this nerd. How dare you, sir? Yep, the airship is... I don't think it's quite Disc 3, it's Disc 2, but it is relatively far into the game. Alright, 10 gil. I forgot how much you bribe people in this game. It's a lot. Disc 2 is still relatively long, but it's much shorter than Disc 1 in terms of content, because Disc 2 has a ton of, cutscene content in it that takes up a lot of space. Wanted to be a pilot once, you know? Aboard the high wind floating in the twilight, just thinking about it takes my breath away. Never defeated Ruby weapon. Well, the weapons are pretty rough. Sup? I forget where this takes me, but I'm going on the ride anyway. Whee! Oh yeah! No unauthorized access beyond this point. Heard, right? About the Junon Navy's classified secret? The new submarine featuring Shinra's finest engineering is almost complete. That's where this takes me. Now I remember. Hello, mysterious man not in a Shinra uniform, wielding a large sword. Allow me to tell you one of our trade secrets. And they wonder... why the Shinra military can't possibly track down Sephiroth. Economy's been improving lately thanks to the Rufus effect. Ships are constantly leaving and stuff. I'll overlook the fact that you're stowaways. I don't give a shit. Look, man, I get paid, like, minimum wage to wear this outfit and possibly die, so fuck it. Go ahead. There it is. Forgot. L3 to get me back to the overhead camera. It's a little bit weird, but eh. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, you're talking about the weapon stuff? Yeah, Massive Materia is from Ruby Weapon. Could be. Believe. So gold saucer over there. Joker! We gotta go over to Gongaga in the forest in the south. What's even the point of getting Master Materia after beating Ruby Weapon? To show everyone how big your E-penis is. Isn't that the point of everything? Oh yeah, before I do anything, let's save real quick. We should be more than fine for this. In fact, this should be like a crushing victory for us. Someone's there. Hey, Rude. So, who do you like? What are you going red for? Who do you like? Come on. Tifa. Oh. So we're in the same boat, eh? Like we even have a chance with them, though. But poor Irena, you know, she has a thing for you, yeah? Nah, she's into Zeng. News to me. But Zeng likes that ancient girl. What the hell are they talking about? I like how we can just pop in on the Turks and they're talking about which girl they want to bang. They're so dumb. All they ever talk about is who they like or don't like. At least Zeng's different. Oh no! Guys, they're here! They came! I see. Then it's time. Rude, no going easy on them because of her, alright? I'll do my duty. Okay, guys, I'm leaving this to you. I'll report back to Zeng. It's been a while. This is payback for District 7. District 7? You don't remember? What a shame. Oh, good night, Sony. Thank you for hanging out. Enough. That's as far as you go. Exclamation point mod will give you the answer. I don't think they have anything to steal, so we're just gonna... So, hey chat, we're just gonna do that. Raccoon! Ow. Even in retreat, we're victorious! ... We did it, we won. Hard fight. So yeah, when I said Beta and Aqualung are really, really powerful, I meant it. They're really powerful. That's why we went back and got them. Wasn't that a little weird? It's like they were waiting for us. Maybe they followed us. No, that can't be right. Then that leaves... A Shinra spy? I don't even want to think about there being a spy. I trust everyone. Hey, Kate Sith, completely new guy that just showed up out of nowhere working at a Shinra facility. What do you think? No spies here, friend. Again, exclamation point mod answers all those questions you might have about why he's called Leno and whatnot. Anyway, he should have dropped a new weapon for Aerith, right? Yup. The fairy tale. It has all of the slots. All of them. Forever. It's pretty good. It also has good attack. It's a very, very good piece of equipment that we will equip a little later. Don't really need it right now. Oh, look, a death blow materia. Take a quick peek at that. It gives you death blow. It also gives you luck +1. Quite simply, it gives you the ability to instant kill enemies. D-blow. Have I played Legend of Dragoon? Yes, I have. It's quite good. I like it a lot. Remake when? Insect Chimera. I forgot this thing existed. Look at this horrible enemy. Terrifying monster. Oh, there is an enemy we can actually get a new enemy skill from. What enemy is it? It gives you the frog skill. Hey, Revomag, what's up? Never because Sony doesn't remember or care, damn. No matter how much I pray, it won't bring my grandson back. Poor old lady. There was an explosion at the reactor 3 years ago. My husband... People really need Mako reactors. There are more important things in life. So, oh look, chat. Yet another town horribly damaged by a Mako reactor explosion. That's what we saw on the screen, or on the overworld, was a ruined reactor. Oh, I forgot to pop up. I have some notes specifically for this area. So, fun fact, chat, this isn't actually an optional area. We don't need to come here ever if we don't want to, but we're here for reasons. Outsiders, huh? That glow in your eyes. You in Soldier? You are, aren't you? Then maybe you know our son. His name is Zax. So, alright, chat, let's jump into the NA original translation and some stuff that is different here. You might notice the name's a bit different here. So, I used to be cool? Damn. So, in English, the original translation translates his name as Zack. His name in the Japanese, in katakana, is Zakusu. So it must be Zax with an X. But I guess the original translator looked at that shit and said, fuck this bullshit-ass name, his name's Zack. I don't got time for this garbage. And then moved along. Now then, there's going to be a lot of dialogue here that is more than likely translated a little bit more accurately and leads the player properly. I'll point out spots where the original NA translation is a bit different. So, look at this random old couple talking about someone from Soldier. It's been close to 10 years now since he left for his city, saying that he didn't want to live in the country anymore. He ran out of here saying he was off to join Soldier. You ever heard of him? No, sorry. Zax. Young lady, do you know him? He wrote to us 6 or 7 years ago saying he had a girlfriend. Could that have been you? Backstory. It can't be. Zax. Soldier. What's with those two? Cloud's a dense idiot. You think he hasn't visited us in 10 years? What kind of son is he? Yeah, about that. About what kind of son he is. The dead kind? Alright, Aerith. Let's talk. Aerith. I had no idea that Zax grew up in this village. Somebody you know. I told you, remember? My first love. Zax. Soldier first class. The same as you, Cloud. Strange. There aren't that many who make first class, and I've never heard of him. That's all right. It was a long time ago. I'm worried because he disappeared. Disappeared? It must have been 5 years ago now. He went to work and never came back. Zax is a real ladies' man. He's probably met somebody else. Ooh, they didn't actually change that much. Okay, so, I want to point out, this actually didn't change it very much from the original NA translation there, which honestly isn't terribly off, but there's a bit of nuance in the Japanese in the way that Aerith talks about Zack, or should I say Zaxu, that gives two possible translations. So one possible translation was that he's a ladies' man and probably met somebody else, and part of that possible translation is Aerith being Zax's girlfriend and whatnot. But in the original Japanese, the way that she words it and phrases it and talks about it comes off more as, when she says the first person she ever loved, there's no indication that it was a two-street kind of thing. It was phrased more as an unrequited kind of love, where Aerith had a crush on him, and while he might have been nice to her, didn't necessarily date her or have any romantic intentions with her. They didn't necessarily do the bedroom mambo, you know what I mean? On top of that, the way she phrases it when it comes to him being quote-unquote a ladies' man was a very literal translation of it is that he was a person who loved women, so he clearly found a girl. So again, it insinuates that Zax wasn't necessarily somebody who was with Aerith as a romantic interest, but was somebody that Aerith liked, and she thinks might have been sent off somewhere for work and then met someone else. Now, I can't really speak for the Crisis Core original Japanese, and if that might shed a little bit more backtracking on what she might have said, and might have retconned it into being, yeah, definitely they were together. But for this particular game, it's worded in vague enough terms that you could say either they were together or were not, and not really know which is accurate. Fun fact. Considering the couple talks about the glow in someone's eyes and knows about Soldier, that is the first indicator that perhaps Cloud's backstory isn't all on the up and up. Wow, what a slimy. And then Aerith is... I love Aerith's reaction if you choose that. Are you jealous? Are you, Cloud? Just kidding. Sorry. I'd kinda like it if you were, though. Let's go, Cloud. Fucking makes fun of him and teases him like a kid. Zax. You know him? No idea. You don't look so sure. It's the truth, I don't. All right. It just sounded like you, that's all. Leaving the village, saying I'm joining Soldier. There must have been a few who said the same thing back then. And to think out of all of those, you made it. I really respect you for that. Yeah, I worked really hard. Pays off in the end, huh? I'm really proud of you. Thanks, Cloud. And sorry if I made you worry. So, I would have swapped Tifa into our party specifically for that scene, even if I wasn't using her as often as I happen to be right now. Tifa's such a waifu, she's the childhood friend waifu. I got a white megaphone. That's a Kate Sith equipment.
This is Gongaga. We lost many of our people when a Maka reactor exploded. The people at Shinra said the Maka reactor would bring us all happiness. And yet all it ever did bring us was grief. Tell me, young man, can we not attain happiness without sacrifice? Can we not live life without sufferance?
Life is suffering, old man, and anyone who tells you otherwise is trying to sell you something. You need anything? I want to stay. Lady Gillenite. Sure. So, I want to point out something else that this translation has done something more for. And that is that in the original NA translation, trust me, Chad, I've been going back to that script and the Japanese script and this script so that we can compare all of them, because I'm fucking insane. Ha ha ha. Anyway, in the original NA translation, the dialogue that you tend to get from every person is extremely basic and extremely simple. And that is a very simple, there was a Mako reactor explosion long ago, and that's kind of what they leave it at. What's your story?
There's animals that Shinra built the Mako reactor without a second thought for the safety of our village. This is the result.
Anything else? Okay. So, you can see they added a bit more. In the original Japanese, a lot of what is said is a lot closer to this retranslation we've got. And this retranslation shows that there's a lot more dialogue than what the original translation was. Again, the original translation tended to be almost exclusively, there was an explosion here a long time ago, and everything's bad because of it. Sucks, man. Whereas you can see that there's a little bit more of it coming from these people. What's your story? After the explosion, the residents of Gongaga decided to cease using Mako energy. Now we live in harmony with nature. Okay, for example, hers is very simply with her, all she says is, there was an explosion long ago, and we no longer use Mako energy. She doesn't have the extra part of, we live in harmony with nature now. And stuff like that. And while it's, relatively minor stuff, it is something that does add the extra bit of oomph to the storyline. Time magic, hell yeah, give me one of those. And bewilder. This must be Mystify. This must be Mystify. Okay. I don't really think it's much worth getting any of these. I mean, protection against sleep is alright, but alright. Sounds like a placeholder translation, but they flesh it out properly. Well, I've said it before. I'll say it again for those that might have missed it. If you don't know the backstory about the translation was rushed as all hell for this game. Because, A, they were not expecting it to be nearly as big as it was, the translator, when he took on the job. And B, the time frame that he was given to work on it was not nearly as long as it needed to be. Dude probably pulled a few all-nighters to get what he did get out.
One day there was a huge explosion. Many of our people were caught up in it and lost their lives.
Let me think. I believe that it's the mayor. And they didn't have the, oh, actually I will get the minimum cure. Maiden's Kiss. Get a few of those. Anyway, I believe he has a line of dialogue in Japanese that didn't get perfectly translated here, but it's something along the lines of, it was, a Mako reactor exploded here long ago, but the marks of its claws can still be felt here and there in the village. Something that's like a real literal translation would be like that, right? So essentially, yes, Mako reactor exploded long ago is accurate, but it doesn't leave the extras of, and we can still feel the pain of everything about it. Probably, mostly because this area is completely and totally optional, and you never ever have to come here if you don't want to. I'm sure that in the remake, it will not be optional. Oh no, it's Tank Ceratops! I love Tank Ceratops. He's my favorite. What a great enemy design, Tank Ceratops. Should be some stuff for me to scavenge around here. Bow, 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 bow. Is this guy weak to anything? Nope. What engineer/scientist created this? Fucking genius, that's who. A man that knew what he liked and liked what he knew. So this is the ruined Mako reactor. Oh, well, there. A ruined reactor. My helicopter goes swish, 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 swish. It's Scarlet, head of the weapons department. I'll just hide in this corner. They'll never see me.
This isn't any good either. You only get crap materia from crap reactors. This reactor is useless. What I'm looking for is a big, large, huge materia. You know anything about it?
No, but I'll get right on it.
Please. We should be able to make the ultimate weapon if we can get our hands on some.
I'll look forward to it.
With Hojo gone, the budget for my department has hit the roof.
I envy you.
But even if we did make the perfect weapon, could that imbecile Heidegger actually use it? Oh my, I'm sorry. I forgot that Heidegger's your boss. Oh! Let's go.
Big, large, huge materia. Ultimate weapon. Perfect weapon. Ruby and emerald weapon. Just what are Shinra up to this time? My Rafflecopter goes swish, 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 swish. There's something glimmering back there. Obtained the Titan materia. So, she apparently didn't notice this. But look, we have a new summon. Titan, the Earth. Metal Gear. Anyway, that's the whole reason for us to come back here is for that scene and the Titan materia. Man, I love the Shinra theme. It's so intense. Hey, it's Touch Me. I'm gonna just let him do his stuff. I'm waiting for him to use the, what's it called? Frog song, if I recall correctly? Is what I can learn from him. Steal from him. Yeah, there it is. I have learned Frog Song. Now I just need him to use it on Aerith as well. Ba, ba, ba. So chat. Frog Song's a pretty good... Why am I in there? I want to go to Materia. Frog Song's a pretty overall good enemy skill to have because you turn the enemy into a frog and put them to sleep at the same time. And when someone is a frog, they have like 20% of their attack power for the duration of being a frog, which is really, really bad for them. Pretty powerful. Dum 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 dum. Oh, by the way, chat, going with our hidden, our hidden social rank system in the game, if either Tifa or Aerith are in your party for that scene, and you have that scene with the old couple, and they go back and they're like, Zax and whatnot, if you ignore either of them, then they will lose a lot of points with you, actually. I think that's one of the more impactful ones, despite it being a completely optional side area thing that you can do. Oh no. I've been surrounded by frogs. Well, that Matra magic did nothing because I got frogged. Go get him. Touch me, chat. Oh, must have gone to the wrong spot. By the way, chat, we're heading off to our favorite background music place. That's right, chat, we're heading to Cosmo Canyon next. Just have to remember the path to it. I mean, it's directly west from here. I just need to find the right spot. Dargans. No, don't petrify him. Rude. Rude. The casino zone. Here we go. Oh, right. Before I do anything, I want to approach on foot. I do not want to approach in vehicular. Ba 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 ba. Griffin. Oh, yeah. Hold on, let me turn that up. Time to jam, chat. Bum, 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 bum. I love this theme. I'm home. It's me, Nanaki. Hey, Nanaki, you're back in one piece. You must go and greet Master Bugenhagen. Nanaki?
Cosmo Canyon. I wonder if there's any connection to the planet or the ancients. Red's gone a bit strange, don't you think?
So, in case you're wondering why they would say Red has gone a little bit strange, that's because Red has changed the way that he's talked, and we'll talk about that in just one moment. Welcome to Cosmo Canyon. Are you familiar with this area? Not really. Allow me to explain. People from all over the world gather here for the study of planetary bioscience. And it's fucking banging music theme. But we're fully booked right now, so I can't let you enter. They helped me a little in their travels. Please let them in. Oh, is that so? You helped out Nanaki? Well then, please come in. Who's Nanaki? Nanaki is Nanaki. That's his name. What, you don't fucking know his name? So yeah, Red has not told us his actual name. It's Nanaki. This is my hometown. My tribe protects this beautiful canyon and those seeking knowledge about the planet. My mother fought bravely and died here, but my cowardly father fled. I am the last of my race. So, let's point out a couple of things. First off, when Red is referring to himself here in front of the people that know him, he uses the term Oira instead of saying Watashi as he has been. So in Japanese, Oira is a pronoun that is used by little baby boys who are just such big grown boys, and aw, aren't they cute? So, Red, upon returning back to his hometown, starts talking in the way that he normally would, which is that of a somewhat childish person. As opposed to when he's with us, where he's trying to act tough and talk like a tougher guy. And we saw a little glimpse of that earlier at Costa del Sol, where when Red is taking a nap in the shade, he says, Gramps, but in Japanese he says Gigi, which again is a very childish way of referring to one's own grandfather. So, in the original English here, when he's talking about his cowardly father, fun fact, he says, my father was a wastrel, which I never knew what a wastrel was until this game, and I looked it up years later. It is an old-ass, like, 1500s or so word for coward. Who would have known? Now, personally, I think that's a pretty poor translation, because nobody knows the word wastrel. Why didn't you just say coward? I guess the translator had been up for 39 hours in a row and was listening to some Beethoven or Mozart, and he's like, yeah, let's throw in some classic ass language here for no fucking reason. That'll show him giving me 10 hours to make this deadline. And to make it absolutely accurate, I actually wrote down what Red says when he talks about his father. He says his father was a misagate furuke yaro, which is a despicable, cowardly bastard. Yes, my father was a despicable coward. I'm all that's left to protect this place. My journey ends here.
Oh, Nanaki, you're home!
I'm coming, Grandpa! And again, when he says Grandpa, he says Gigi. So, as we've slowly been unraveling about Red, and this is a nuance that's really difficult to get over in English because of the way Japanese works with pronouns and whatnot, Red is not this tough, badass animal creature thing that he might have been trying to project himself as, but he is actually a big little baby boy. And aw, isn't he cute? Wow. I wonder if they're going to try and get that nuance across a little bit more in the remake. Which, with voice acting, will make it a lot easier. With just text, it's a lot harder. But with voice acting, they can have him say things in certain ways to make it seem a little bit more childish at times. Like, he could say, Grandpa, my grandfather, you know, stuff like that. Anyway, let us continue.
Perfect timing. Why don't we take a break? We can wander off for a while.
Bam, 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 bam.
This is Cosmo Canyon. It's quite a mysterious place, isn't it? Have you also come here to study planetary bioscience?
Not really.
Oh? Well, there isn't really much else to see around here.
I bet if I would have said yes, he would have just gone into a 10-hour spiel about his thesis statement. Great cocktails at the Starlit Pub. Fluffy beds at the Shildra Inn. Please drop by anytime. We're right next to Cosmo Candle. Blink, blink, blink. I'm actually really hoping that the remake will also come out on PC at the same time. If it doesn't, I will play it on PS4, but we'll see.
Oh, irashamase! The people of this canyon aren't too fond of violence, so just about everything here is a replica.
A little bit more specifically, she says everyone's a pacifist here.
But not to worry, some of them are the genuine article.
The butterfly edge. So, hey, we can actually get some upgraded weaponry here. Specifically, we're gonna buy the Tiger Fang for Tifa. You can see it's got nice slots on it.
The Heart of Vulcan.
We haven't really been using Barrett. I just got an upgraded rod for Aerith, so be Gucci. Silver Barrette? Why, that is for Red. But he's about to leave us, isn't he? We're actually gonna buy that. Sure, we'll grab that. And, I could have had enough silver bracelets, but we'll grab a couple of these. Bam bam, wham bam, bada bing. God, this theme is just such a banger. Oh, talk to me.
Where did I put it? I know it's around here somewhere. Here, don't talk to me, young man. I'm busy searching for shit.
PS4 first, after Xbox and PC. Oh, good. But, it'll come to PC, but PS4 first. There we go.
Master Bugenhagen sealed this door shut. It won't open. How did he do it? With super glue?
Okay, chat. There's actually a joke in here that does not translate over to English at all. So, this kid speaks entirely in hiragana. For those that don't know, there are 3 different alphabets for Japanese. There is hiragana, which is the basic phonetic alphabet for Japanese. Katakana, which is the phonetic alphabet for any words adopted into Japanese from a foreign land. Like, for example, if you wanted to say aisukrimu in Japanese, you would use katakana. And kanji, which is the Chinese alphabet, which Japan adopted, i.e. stole, after China taught it to them. So, this kid speaks entirely in hiragana, with the exception of when he says superglue, which is entirely in kanji. He actually doesn't say superglue, he says strong adhesive. So the joke here is that, haha, this little kid doesn't know the language very well because he's still young, but he knows this big word. Wow, what a good joke. Thanks, Japanese.
Oh, I'm so busy. I really could do with some help around here.
And in fact, it would have translated better to English since instead of super glue, he said something like incredible adhesive or something like that.
Sir, your change, you forgot to send. Coming. You here to shop? That's so. To shop. You're here to shop? Nope, no. How rude of me. We hardly get any customers, you see, but you can count on our materia.
And hey, nothing new from what we just saw, except for MP Plus. HP Plus and MP Plus are both really nice. In fact, we're going to go ahead and grab 1 MP Plus. And once we get Aerith back, she will hold that MP+. Hi, Tacky Boy. Tacky Poi. Look, it's got a nice welcome on there.
Cloud, this is my grandfather, Bugin. He's incredible. He knows everything. Oh, I hear that you've been keeping an eye on Nanaki. Nanaki is still a child, you see.
Please, Grandpa, I'm 48.
Nanaki's tribe has incredible longevity. While he may be 48 in human years, this is really only equivalent to around 15 or 16 by his tribes.
So, I want to point out something that I always think about when it comes to stuff like this, where you have a creature that has some sort of longevity and stuff, right? Like even if you were to talk about like elves in D&D, don't you think that if they were living around humans, they would mature around the same rate as humans? Or is it just because of the biological components within them that they would mature at their own rate and would only be kind of pretending to be mature, kind of like Nanaki is here? Is that something that is purely biological, or is there some sort of environmental influence that could affect it instead? Hard to say. Hard to say. But I guess that, for the sake of argument here, the biological is more influential than the environmental. "15 or 16?
He comes across rather taciturn and pensive. You thought he was an adult.
Grandpa, I want to grow up. I want to be able to protect you and the villagers."
Oh, no, Nanaki. You're not quite ready for that yet. Pushing yourself too soon, too fast will only ruin your body. I mean, look at me. I'm always on this yoga ball because I need to get fat gains. You've seen it, haven't you? The great Mako city which reaches up to the heavens, built to grasp at the very stars themselves. It sets a bad example. Looking up all the time makes you lose perspective. When this planet's time is up, only then will we understand. Understand that we know absolutely nothing.
The planet will die?
It may be tomorrow or 100 years from now, but it has not long to go.
How do you know this?
I hear the celestial scream.
What?
A sound made by all that sparkles in the heavens. At this very moment, some stars and planets are being born, while others are dying.
What was that just now?
A scream from our planet. I am in pain. I'm suffering. Is that not what it sounded like?
Cloud and the others are on a journey to save the planet. Why don't you show them your machine?
Save the planet! That is quite impossible. What could mere humans hope to accomplish? But then again, I suppose it can't hurt to show you.
Hey, thank you very much, Tacky, for hanging out. Have a good night, dude. Master Bugenhagen. A lot of odd-looking people are here again.
Oh, the place is rather busy all of a sudden. He brought friends too. I'll go on ahead. Cloud, bring one of them with you. Only 3 people can fit in Grandpa's machine. Let's take a nap instead. Get all comfy. Alright, let me back down, please. No, I wanted to go down. There we go. Why is that ladder automatic, but the other one not? Not to worry, my machine won't run away. Go and find your friends. Shaky. They should all be down at the bonfire, I believe. Why are they not here? See Master Bugenhagen's machine. If you haven't, you really ought to. Where the hell is everyone? Thought they were gonna be down here. Oh no, now I am the confused. I was positive they should have been all around the campfire.
Yay, Nanaki! Nanaki is back! Thank the flame! This fire is called Cosmo Candle. It's burned for generations. It's a holy flame that protects the canyon. I heard it did go out once, though, long before I was born. The elders say something horrible happened, but I don't know what.
Hey, did you come here to study planetary bioscience? Sure. As I thought, they say there's an incredible observatory here. I'd like to see it if I get the chance. Hello, welcome. Looking for anything in particular? None of that. I'm pretty good. Thanks, dude. Oh, hey, it's Barato. What? There we go. They weren't gathered around the fire. I'm almost positive that's where they should have been. Alright, well, whatever.
I'm gonna bring Tifa and Beretto because they are probably the two most important ones to have with us when it comes to having our party together. When it comes to hearing this planetary information. Yeah, there we go.
Here, over here. The door's unlocked. Come in. Oh. Are you ready? Then let us begin. Stand there.
All right, chat, pay close attention. This scene is rather important.
Wow, it's just like the real thing.
Oh, isn't it marvelous? I take great pride in my laboratory. All the workings of space have been entered into this three-dimensional holographic system.
Look, a shooting star. Amazing.
Oh, yes, indeed. Well, let us get to the matter at hand. Man must eventually die. But what happens after death? The body decays and returns to the planet. That much we all know. But what of consciousness? The heart? The soul? It too returns to the planet. And not only that of man, the same applies to all living things on the planet. Nay, the universe itself. The spirits that return to the planet join together and race around it. They form a surge that rushes, converges, and separates constantly all over the planet. We call this the life stream. Life stream. That is to say, a path of spiritual energy which flows around the planet. Spiritual energy. Never forget that term. New life. Children are blessed with spiritual energy and are brought into the world. And when the time comes, they die and return to the planet once more. There are some exceptions, of course, but this is essentially how our world operates. It's a lot to take in. Perhaps you'll understand it all better if you watch this.
Look, chat. It's Earth. That's not flat.
Spiritual energy is the source of life for trees, birds, and man. No, not only creatures. The planet itself depends upon spiritual energy. But what if that energy were to disappear? What if a giant old man flew in from space and sucked it all up? These are the basics of planetary bioscience.
If the planet is deprived of spiritual energy, it'll perish?
Ho, ho, ho! Spiritual energy fulfills its role precisely because it is one with nature. When spiritual energy is forcibly extracted and processed, it's prevented from accomplishing its true reason for being.
You're talking about Mako energy, right?
Mako reactors are rapidly depleting the spiritual energy of our planet. The reactors produce highly concentrated spiritual energy, which they call Mako. But it's the planet itself that is being consumed. In other words, the use of Mako energy has only one outcome: the complete destruction of our planet.
Some heavy stuff, Grandpa.
The story of the planet and those who live with it. Do you wish to know more? Then you must listen to the words of the elders. Nanaki believes his father to be a coward, so that's how he sees it.
But use Mako energy returns to the planet? No, it does not. It gets burned up and either turned into materia, which then does not return to the planet, or used to the point of withering away. So what Mako energy is actually doing is burning the actual life force of the planet. Think of it like you're donating blood. And sure, you can donate a certain amount, but if you keep donating and donating and donating, you'll eventually fall apart. And that's what's going on with Shinra using Mako energy as heavily as they are. Welcome to the bonfire, chat. This is the scene that I was thinking of. So hey, this scene is important. Let us talk to our friends. Hey, Aerith, how's things going?
I learned a lot. The elders taught me many things about the Cetra and the Promised Land. I'm alone. I'm all alone now.
But we're here for you.
I know, but I'm all that's left of the Cetra.
Does that mean we can't help? Put a bun in that oven, Cloud. That'll make her not the last of the Cetra. I wonder how many years it's been since then. Gosh, this brings back so many memories.
What a boring place, just like I thought. I want to go somewhere else. Let's go hunt for some materia.
Yeah, as you can tell, Yuffie is definitely a side character. Let's talk to Tifa real quick.
Bonfires are eerie, aren't they? They make you remember all sorts of things. Cloud, 5 years ago... No, never mind. I'm too afraid to ask.
What is it?
It feels like you're kind of distant. You really are yourself, right?
Foreshadowing. All right, chat, ready for the most important talk?
Cosmo Canyon. Avalanche was born here. I promised the guys. Promised them that once we'd saved the planet from Shinra, we'd go to Cosmo Canyon and raise a toast. Biggs, Wedge, Jesse. Gone. They're all gone. All for the sake of the planet. Is that the truth, though? Was it for the planet? No. I just hate Shinra. What right do I have to continue on this journey? What would they think of me now? I don't know. But I have made up my mind. If there's anything that I can do to save the planet, or the people living on it, then I'm gonna do it. I'll leave it to the others to decide if it's justice or revenge. I'm gonna do it! Reborn! Avalanche is reborn!
So, hey chat. Let me tell you what Barrett says in the original English script for this. Because like I said before, the original English script misses the point a lot. So, in the original English script here, when you talk to Barrett at the bonfire, he says, "My friends are all dead. Died for the planet. We all hate the Shinra. Do I even got to go on?" And leaves it at that. Boy, is that really different from what Barrett just put out. Damn, does that entirely miss the point of Barrett admitting his main motivation being revenge as opposed to saving the planet, showing a lot of introspective reflection upon his journey, and opening himself up to Cloud, the new guy who has truly become like a friend to Barrett, and someone that he can actually talk with on a deep and meaningful level and confide in. Boy, does the original English text actually miss the shit out of that. So, yeah, like I said before, there are parts where I think the original English is a little better than an inexact translation and adds a little bit of flavor to stuff, like talking about Cloud's spiky ass when telling him to get a move on and stuff. I think that's great. But there are also times like this where you have, while it's a small scene, a deep scene of character development for one of the main characters, and it just whoosh right over your head, just absolutely misses on the translation. Again, reminder, the translator was up for 379 hours in a row translating, so we will cut some slack, but at the same time, I will maliciously point it out. I don't actually think he was up 379 hours in a row, but I do know that it was rushed as hell. That's the point. Hey, Red. What's up, buddy? Long ago, when I was still very small, we were all around this fire. No, it doesn't matter. What's wrong? It's about my parents. When I talk of my mother, my chest bursts with pride, and that's great. But when it comes to my father, my heart is filled with rage. The rage of a beast. You really can't forgive your father? Of course not. He left mother for dead. When the Gi attacked, he ran off alone.
He abandoned Mother and the people of the canyon. Nanaki, there's something you should see. It's a little dangerous. Cloud, will you and one other accompany us?
So Red is bound to our party now. Come on, Tiffers, let's go.
Where are they going?
I wonder what he wants to show him. It's gotta be something fantastic, like materia that's been handed down for generations.
Also, chat, occasional reminder that the original NA dialogue for Yuffie is almost every single line entirely and completely missing any point that she actually has and wrong, and I could nitpick it forever, but then we'd be here for all day. So, we're kind of ignoring most of her dialogue.
Dangerous. Can't mute.
What does he want to show Red?
If you're looking for Master Bugenhagen, he was heading for that useless door. The big iron door on the way to his headquarters. Or his quarters. Where does it lead, anyway? It's been sealed off for as long as I can remember.
So, chat, it's time for some backstory for Red, but first, there's something we've got to do. So, chat, are you ready for something that you're going to absolutely hate to hear? So, guess what they put at this point of the game? That if you do the next scene, you will miss. So we have to do it now. Guess what it is, chat? I'll give you 2 guesses. It starts with a fort and ends with a condor. Rage Bomber! Uh-oh. Ow. So yeah, oof, the damage. Sure is nice of them to throw a Fort Condor mission right here, isn't it? Are you enjoying your backstory and your character development? Sure, it'd be a shame if you had to leave the area entirely. By the way, Nanaki, I have some equipment for you, buddy. We need to equip him with some materia. Here, have an MP+. Do I have no all materia for him? Huh. Does Aerith still have all my shit? She must. Alright, let me go grab my stuff off Aerith. Yeah, you can come, Tifa. I plan to bring you along the whole time. Let's go to Fort Condor. So, honestly, I enjoy the Fort Condor minigame overall. I think it's relatively neato. But Man, does this kind of suck, don't it? Oh no! Not the peacock move. All of my NP! You bitch! No! My magic abilities! What an annoying enemy. Oh well. Time to head back to town and rest? No, if we do that, we'll be stuck here all day. Frog slap. So yeah, this is the thing that people don't like about Fort Condor and why a lot of people, like Dan schemed it earlier on. Those were people that knew. They knew that Fort Condor gets maliciously in the way of the story at some very questionable times. Now, I hope the Fort Condor minigame stays for the remake. I just hope they time it a little better so that it's not such an out-of-place pain in the butt when the mission time comes, right? Do you have to do it now? Yup. If I do the next scene of the story, it will be done automatically. Which is akin to it not being done, basically. Like I said before, they put them in not great times. That's kind of lame? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Reminder about the mission that you do after you get to Junon. You then have a Fort Condor mission, then you have one scene in Junon, and then there's another Fort Condor mission unlocked that you will miss if you continue your main story. So yeah, they put them in odd places. They really do. That's some choice of sequencing? Yeah, bit of a pacing issue. Bit of a mistake. IMO. But hey, what are you gonna do, right? There's some quest that took like a decade to even know it existed. Maybe. Probably. Go take a quick free nap here. I agree. I also like that this game has multiple modes of transport. You got your choke bows of varying types. You got your buggy. You got the tiny Bronco, which we'll be getting eventually. You got the submarine. You got the airship. You got your own feet. There's lots of different ways that you transport yourself from here to there in this game.
What great timing. They're literally right around the corner.
Alright, let's go.
Around 30 enemies are making their way up. They'll probably use different routes, so keep an eye on them. Oh, and you can now use bomb catapults.
Which I could have used in the last one too, so nothing new there. Ba. Although they're called fire catapults, but still bomb catapults. Ba. We'll grab one of those like that. Throw a couple stoners on this area. Actually, we'll just set the one. All right, where are they coming from is the first question. Attacker in the bottom left, defender in the middle. All right. I'll let them get closer. Right, I should probably set up the shooters right away. Shooters are a little slow. Shooters are really, really good. Shooter! Again, I do hope they bring this minigame back for the remake, but just maybe modernize it a little bit. Going to the left, huh? Okay.
By the way, in case you don't know, I think Shooter is the best actual unit in the game. Which is why you will see me make a few of them. Enemy destroyed. Oh, it's a little too close. But he'll mess him up good. Fix that man. Heal that boy up. Nice. Gucci. Gucci goo. If I move them back a little bit, that'll pull those forward. Alright. You there. Go attack him. You need an attacker up there as well. As defenders are bad versus the airy boys. Boy. A little clustered over here. Get all our orders in. You need to be healing. Oh boy, this attacker's going down. Yep. Can you please kill him? And bring a healer over for you. Hello, Wubsian. What's up? How you doing? Bro, wow. He'll be fine. He's getting heals. Uh-oh. I didn't want my defender to be on the front lines for that.
My shooters aren't doing anything because they're stupid! That wyvern should have had a 0% chance at that fight. Sometimes the AI breaks. And dumb things happen like that. Well, that's unfortunate. Uh-oh. We need to move back. Hey, nerd! Get wrecked! Here's a defender for you. Here, we're gonna need a defender over here again. This time, let's try not to lose him like a dummy. Like a baka. Repairman, come over here and repair the attacker, please, because he is going to be very low. Back up a bit. Shoot her! Everyone needs to back up just a little bit here. Is everyone here healthy? Everyone in that little corner is healthy, so we Gucci. I feel like we need at least one more unit here. It's gonna be a rough goings here. I guess we'll see. This is why we have all the defensive stuff over there for the most part. Repair that, man. No, give me the repairer. Heal up my attacker, because he's about to get assaulted. Get up there quick. Go, defender, go. You must defend. Alright, this guy can easily take him when he gets over here, so it'll be fine. He's even going to be in the fire catapult area. Speed up!
sure everyone's doing something over there. Oh boy. My archers are stupid. There's a relatively large amount of unnecessary micromanagement that must be done because your units are too stupid to do things themselves. Which is the only unfortunate thing about this. Right, Defender 1, move back. Shooter 1, go get him. Attacker, you can get up in front to tank. Okay, the defender's actually relatively fine on health, so let's repair our shooter, who's a little bit lower now. I'm gonna move this guy over to here, because there's, like, no action going on over there. In fact, we're at the end. So, yeah, everyone start conglomerating around the actual fighting area. AKA that spot. Shoot the shit out of it. Get in there. Good. Good, things are actually happening this time. Attacker, come on over here. Repairman, let me find someone for you to fix. Sure. And now that just the big bad is coming, yeah, we've crushed. As long as these shooters are attacking as well, this thing stands no chance. It didn't even get a chance to attack, it just got stun locked. You wrecked, bitch. Alright, now we just wait for him to walk up into the death zone. Alright, you're stupid, so do it like this. There you go, sweetie. Okay, now let's issue attacks with all shooters, because by the time that they get over there, he'll be in the melee range, more than likely. Stun lock, nerd! Wow, that was great! Alright, give me my shit. 3,600 gil for the 18 allies left, and 5 high potions.
All right. And with that, we can get back to the main story. Okay, let's go ahead and save. Also, it's so weird how the, this is a very minor thing, but the sound effects on the menu change when you're in a vehicle. It's just a little thing they did for some reason. Not entirely sure why. Well, good job, Tiefers. Oh yeah, have I even given Tifa her better equipment yet? I haven't. That Tiger Fang on. I tell you, you're a good girl for being at work all day. You very, very naughty girl, Lightning, and you need to be punished. Because you talked to me while you were at work. Anyway, good job. Good job getting through work. Congrats. By the way, if you don't want to pay that guy the 10 gil, you can do the dolphin minigame again. But 10 gil is nothing. I mean, find the dolphin minigame, takes a little too long. Let's do this. Rufus Shinra. So yeah, chat, isn't it great that they threw that Fort Condor mission in there like that for some reason? Like, I could understand wanting to break up the gameplay now and again with, you know, fun little mini games. That's the whole point of mini games existing in the first place, is to break up the gameplay and give you something a little refreshing so it doesn't become tiring or monotonous for the player. But the timing in this particular game for those is less than ideal, I would say. Yes, we did, Lightning. We were just doing some big story and character development scenes. And just as we were about to get to Reds, Fort Condor rears its ugly head. Which means I had to go all the way back to do it because now is the only time that I can do that mission. Uh-oh, a back attack. You know, chat, I'm gonna be real honest with you. I'm actually really excited to play as Tifa in the remake and see what kind of like punch combination she's gonna have. Diamonds! Yay! Money. Hearts. I would honestly be surprised if there's any DLC whatsoever for the first game release, because this, like, anyone talking about DLC is forgetting the fact that it's not going to be till, like, 2027, 2028 before the Final Fantasy Remake is done actually coming out. Cloud, you can wave red. Oh, I didn't know if he would actually do enough damage or not. I highly doubt that EXP boosters will be a thing. Hey, we finally unlocked Cloud's level 3 stuff. Meteor Rain. Attacks all enemies. This is, probably the one I used the most growing up. So hey chat, you want to see why I didn't bring the buggy all the way up here earlier? Unless it's not going to do it. That would be weird. Wow, they lived? I'm amazed. Also terrified, because ow. Oh, they got over 500 health, that's why. They're dead now. And there it is. Oh man, a breakdown? Now? So yeah, if I had brought that too close to town, it would have broken down and I never would have been able to make it back to Fort Condor. Yet another dick move for Fort Condor to have a mission at this point in time. Climb the ladder. Thank you, Cloud. This is not the inn. Just the general store. There. Hey, Kevin Humble. What's up, dog? How's it going? Oops. I forget, does this take me anywhere? Nope. Just a fun little place to be. Oh, there it is. I was missing it with my incredible eyes.
Feels good. That bartender's cocktails always hit the spot. I love getting crunk every night.
Welcome. Would you like to try our original cocktail, the Cosmo Candle? Drinking can be quite beneficial, you know. Comforts the heart. In moderation, of course. Yeah, I want to get drunk. Let's go. Fine, it won't let me. Fluffy beds. Welcome to the Children. It's 100 gil a night. Pleasant dreams of the stars. Gotta love that that's how inns work. Just fade the screen to black and play a little tune. There we go. There is an elixir here in the inn. I just wanted to show that. Turtle Lounge Flyer number 5. These cocktails are good, but our local brew's the best. Stop by the Turtle Lounge. You know, I could have just done this, and I would have been able to see that door a lot easier. I am a baka. Oh well. That poster on that wall always that pronounced? I don't know, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't recall. Probably not. Alright, let's head off to Bugenhagen's place.
Ho, ho, ho. Are we all set? Ho, 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 then shall we be going? All right, in we go.
Huh? Won't you be leading the way, Grandpa?
What? I thought I said it was a little dangerous. You'd have an old man go in first? I'll be right behind you. Let me just climb into this young man's pocket. There we go.
I like how the music slowly fades out on the way down. And changes completely once we get in here. Ooh. So,